40s.
Probably gonna get.
Where are you at, Max?
Low 40s, mid 30s.
You are correct. Chaz is not here today either.
Yeah. The day I flew here, it was.
Had a last-minute cancellation from him.
Born and raised in New York. And
Right, he was in here with Rick.
Yeah.
I've played with Jay one a few times, a couple of years ago.
Lex.
Okay, sorry. Just one letter out.
He's always great to have at the table.
For short.
Jaywin's also in the tournaments. I see him run pretty deep on tournaments on Instagram.
I
So
liked your Halloween costume, Scotty J.
Got a J-win.
That was good.
The guy who
It's
did
the first time I ever wore a wig.
the guy who did Phil Hellmuth did good too.
He did.
I mean, he had mannerisms. He had all mannerisms
Yeah, it was
down.
fun.
He did good.
He did it well.
Long to be honest. I'm just getting through for 3 days.
Yeah. I think most likely I'm going to try to get like 5-10% pieces.
Efan's getting in there with the Jack 3 of diamonds.
Oh, man.
I like it.
I'm selling.
He's got the button.
He's had enough.
I think I'll just do one.
He's
blow.
had enough, and he's going to
Yeah.
continue.
Thank you, I appreciate that. 375 from 6. Fold, 375 total. One fold.
It would be funny to play the game of like on the first flop, the 2 cards. Those are the hands that you would play. You know, like they put the flop out,
Yeah.
and instead of 7 deuce, you play Queen
Queen
6.
six,
You know,
something like that.
and
Yeah.
it could possibly be Queen Queen, which would be kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I actually like that idea. It could be very fun. Put a bounty on a specific hand. Doesn't have to be 7 deuce.
Like a paired board.
We're playing it.
We're playing it.
Chosen at random.
This game, yeah.
What do you think of that? I like that a lot.
When
I
Doyle
like
got
that
in,
idea.
Oof.
This is a disaster flop here
Still have your
for
test.
Brando.
It got totaled.
James has been pretty quiet.
Really?
Hasn't gotten out of line.
There was a hailstorm.
Wow.
Like,
Wow, I guess
a
that's
month and a
best
half
case
ago.
scenario. You didn't get. into
I'm
an
replacing it with the same. Yeah, I got totaled. I got a check for it. I'm getting the same car again.
You got kind of. How was the?
Both players are
comparison? Like,
pretty
they
even.
Paid well. Insurance.
Yeah, it did pretty
Kinda,
well.
yeah.
Depending on the run out, this could get pretty expensive. That is definitely a brick.
Yeah. Like, so I ended up refinancing again, but my old rate, I had something ridiculous, like 1.6%. I can't even remember. 1.6% over 72 months.
This is a pretty sharp
So I just
overbet.
went over one of those nights.
Oh, cool, nice.
I was gonna make them dinner one night.
Nice. What will you be cooking? What's the German signature?
Literally the only thing.
Tame for us, Florida Bill. Tame for us indeed.
3 players.
10K stacks. Just feels tame by comparison. Diamonds for James now. 10 for J1. Everyone with a piece. Efan with the biggest piece. 2 cards
It's almost 5 o'clock.
that look the same. Higher than anything on the board.
Yeah, you feel the changes at 5. Oh, 3 folds. Hey, it's good.
James decides to get out of line. That river card
3 1/4. 325.
may scare off Efan. Would really love to see a raise here. 7 deuce game is on. You don't get to the river with 7 high and give it up, do you? You certainly don't. I like the size too. Certainly going to give Efan some pause. But how many aces does James have? Oh, and a call. Wait a minute. Not a call. An all-in from Efan. Ambitious jam.
He just flips over.
Ace King showing up again. It really feels like every other hand has Ace King in it. 7 deuce for James. We are playing the 7 deuce game, folks. There's the 3-bet. Bulldog getting well out of the way. Maybe against other players, be more inclined to put in the 4. Efan just going to make the call. Playing a little trappy with Ace King. It's nice. Whenever you are playing the 7 deuce game, to hit the board. Efan may still float. He does. Efan now with overs and a gutter. How sticky does he want to get? Overcard to the board. I think James might put in a double barrel here. Jack is certainly better for him. His range is overall stronger on this board. Nice healthy bets to 2,000, setting up would be a pretty sweet river jam if Efan calls. He will not.
Fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
And James is going to get himself an additional
There you go.
$350
Nice hand.
Thank you.
for getting it through with the 7 deuce. Had the best hand, though.
Hello, do it.
Oh, I guess.
He calls. One calls.
2 nines for James. Going to raise it up. And we'll get 3 callers. Everything you love to see. Nines are the best hand right now. But the board is jack high. I think small bet or check is fine. You could bet just to clear the field a little bit. Clean up the equity with intention to shut down on later streets. Or you can check over to Bulldog, who's going to bet.
You're like,
Great card for
how
James.
many value hands you would you roughly have like in my live streams? Do you have that data? Like,
I like
you
this.
have
I like
a
this
hand,
lead quite a lot.
like a value
I think the size it could be.
like definitely enough like to have that data. Like
Oh,
you
man,
have.
I am lost.
How many big pairs?
Reminds me, I have a hard stop at 8. I have to go home,
you,
rewatch
Fitz.
the
I should've
stream,
been at
plug in all of your
No,
data into my database.
No, I mean, yeah.
That's what I do every game. I go home and I watch you guys.
You got an Excel sheet for him.
All in.
I just heard all in from Kylie, running straight into it. I can't imagine Joey's going to get in there when James calls. But James has 3 threes.
Have a combo.
That is rough. That is so rough. Oh my gosh.
Gross.
Wow.
See the
That, I believe, is the biggest pot of the night that has actually gone to Showdown.
Up to you.
If it's usually once. That's all right.
Sure.
We are going to run it one time.
Keep it interesting.
Queen?
Top pair versus bottom set
Well,
for
I
James.
can play the. Oh, to end.
And
Now we can
add
play the
insult to injury.
Thanks. Good fun, guys.